Hi, hello guys, welcome back to the series, welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and with me, your host Dean, KJMFM. It's been a couple of days since we last recorded. You may notice I look a little bit different. The wife had a little bit of a moan. I've had to have a haircut and a shave, unfortunately, but we all know happy wife, happy life, you know. It has also been a couple of days since I last recorded. Previous episodes I was feeling a bit ill. I'm still not 100%, but I'm feeling, much better. But you welcome us back today, and here we are, Slavia Prague. We have fallen on our feet again in a nation, and we've managed to get ourselves into the manager's job at Slavia Prague. Now, we didn't leave Brann, we didn't resign. Our contract did expire though, and it went on to a monthly rolling contract. So we've played the first third of the season at Brann, and they are top of the league by about 6-7 points. So we've had another good season there with Brann, but then the Czech Republic League has ended, and Slavia Prague finished down in 5th place, believe it or not. So they have actually sacked their manager. So now, in a move which is sought to spark plenty of heated debate, Dean Talentai has left Brann to join Slavia Prague. Talentai arrives with a record of 1,122 wins, 274 draws and 320 defeats in his career. He's also won 25 league titles, 25 now, and 14 cups. My first game in charge will be against Opava in the first division on the 27th of July, so it's not too far away. I don't think the seasons have ticked over to the next one yet, so I still do have all the pre-season and stuff to go through with Slavia Prague. But they're predicted to finish second, which is why I'm saying that we're falling on our feet. There's Sparta Prague and Slavia Prague, who are the two big teams in the Czech Republic. They've won the league 24 times, the cup 25 times. I believe that somewhere in here they're European champ. No, they've never won the European Cup. That's a mistake by me there. But it says first division last season was first. That was in the main division before the league splits. The Czech Republic League is quite weird. It splits into 3 groups as opposed to the usual 2 which we've seen in the past in terms of league splits. Now, obviously they do have a fairly decent squad. It'd be interesting to see who I'm going to lose throughout the pre-season, who's already agreed to go elsewhere, whether I need to make any signings at all, because, second best team in the country, according to this. We won the league with Brann last season, who were predicted to finish down near the bottom. We were going to win the league. So, and we've seen what we've done with good teams in countries before. For example, Copenhagen, we dominated that league season. But they do expect us to challenge for the first division title, do the board, and challenge for the FA Cup as well. Direct football, no, we don't do direct football. So let's, jump into the squad. Let's have a look around. If I can get rid of this thing, it appears to be stuck on my screen. There we go. I've done the kits already, guys. Did them last night while the wife was asleep in bed. So I've done all of them as well. So Slavia Prague's kits, there we go. They look quite nice. They've got a fairly decent stadium. Looks somewhat similar to the Riverside in Middlesbrough, if truth be told. 9.7 million in the bank. We've got transfer budget of 6 million. We're 70k underneath the wage budget, so that's pretty good. Key players considered to be Jakub Riegel, valued at about £7 million. Looks fairly solid. I think we're going to have a decent squad here. He's 27-year-old Czech. I don't know what the league rules are in terms of registration. The league season has ticked over. There you go. Look, see, apologies. In terms of rules, though, you have your first division. You play 30 games. Each team plays each other twice. 16 teams in the league. Your top 6 go into the championship group. Now, obviously, this decides the champion and European spots. The bottom 6 go into the relegation group, which, again, decides relegation. But the middle 4 go into a playoff. And they play against each other. They go to the final. And it says the winner qualifies for the Czech FA Cup. Now, I read the league rules on Wikipedia last night when I was doing the kits, and it actually says that the winner qualifies for European football. So we'll have to see what happens there at the end of the season. Of course, if we're in that position, I doubt we're going to be. But in terms of player rules, there must be no more than 5 non-EU players in the playing 11. So that's pretty simple, isn't it? Under 22 players are automatically registered as well, which again is pretty simple. And only registered players for this competition are allowed to play, which again, pretty simple. Squad registration, minimum of 4 players trained at the club, which shouldn't be too hard. It's only 4. Minimum squad size of 11. Now the maximum squad size of 25 is... I prefer to have a bigger squad than that. I just always have. So players registered on it, signed on a free transfer, can be registered at any time. So again, it looks, in terms of registration rules, pretty standard, to be honest. So like I say, financially, we're in a good place. 9.7 million, we've got 6 to spend. We've got 70k in the wage budget that we can spend. It does look like financially, the club's been declining a little bit. But if we do have a look at last season, you can see that Slavia Prague did finish top of the regular season by a point over Sparta Prague. A fairly solid goal difference as well. But then when they went into the championship group, they actually ended up in 5th place, missing out on the title by 6 points. It was Mlada Boleslav who actually ended up winning the title. So apologies again, by the way, guys, if I do butcher any names. So Sparta Prague had quite some drop off there towards the end of the season, and as a result, the manager got the sack. Obviously, if we just confirm that with managers, the previous manager, Petr Papadopoulos, was sacked after. It doesn't tell me how many days in charge. This is obviously where I loaded the league. It just hasn't kept him there, you know. So here we are. Here we are now. Manager of Slavia Prague. We are going to kick the game off, like I say, against the season it got off against Opava. It is about a month away. I do have some pre-season to get in as well. So I'm going to go away and do that now. I'm going to see if we need to make any signings. I'm going to obviously play around with the squad, get our tactic loaded in, see what kind of positions I need to get players for. Second game of the season, Sparta Prague. So we might make this a slightly longer episode and do both Opava and Sparta Prague. So I'll come back in a minute, guys, and we'll go through both of them. Right, guys, welcome back. We've made it to the first day of the season against Opava. You can see briefly here that pre-season went pretty well. We beat both Liverpool and Everton 2-0 in pre-season. And we've made one signing as well, which was, if we have a very quick look, it was Samuel Adjei. We'll say Adjei. He is a 23-year-old Ghanaian, 35 caps for Ghana. A very, very good central defender. We brought him in from Bohemians, who are another Czech Republic club. It says 3.4 million. We've paid 2.5 up front. It is going to rise up to 3.4 million. Obviously, if he plays for us, it's a nice little tidy profit as well for Bohemians. And where that leaves us in terms of our where we're predicted to finish in the league table, if I can navigate my way there. In terms of odds, it is second behind Sparta Prague. We're at 4.5. There's a clear 2 at the top. Victoria Pleasant are a little bit further back. But we do, in fact, have quite a few players in the Media Dream 11, including Adjei. He's got a defensive midfielder. We've got the best striker in the league, a 32-year-old Finn with Miguel Geraldinho as his name, a very Finnish name. And none of his other nationalities are Portuguese or Brazilian. He's English, Finnish, and something else. I can't remember what it was. But we've got the chance this season. So we are taking on Opava, first game of the season. We are expected to win quite comfortably. And this is the lineup that we are going to start the season with. We do actually have an injury there, so we'll put Granheim in. Obviously, I am, as usual, still learning the players. So bear with me for a couple of while. In goal, it's going to be Almeida. Now, he is aging. He is 37 years old. He's going to be 38 halfway through the season. He's still a very good goalkeeper, though. He's just lost all of his speed. But shot-stopping-wise, distribution, and aerially, he's still very, very good. And I'd probably struggle to bring in a good replacement for him. Fantastic servant for the club as well. This is going to be his 200th game for the club. It's going to be Jabo as the right back. Again, very good player, can play centre half as well. Another slightly old one at 31 years old. We do have quite an old squad here at Slavia Prague, but again, can do a very good job for us. Alongside him is Regal in the central defence, a 27-year-old Czech Republic international. Again, decent player. We do have the new signing Adjei in alongside Regal, very, very good central defender. And then it's going to be Bekir, a 22-year-old Turk. So we do have a few young players in that defence. He's pretty much the best left back at the club, so he's going to get the start for today. Defensive midfield on defend is going to be Marko Kadric, 26-year-old Bosnian. again, fairly decent as a defensive midfielder on defend. He's got good defensive attributes. His pace lets him down maybe a little bit, but he's got great stamina. Natural fitness is good as well, good strength. So expecting him to do quite well. Granheim, as you saw, has come in for today, but he's still more than capable of playing in that Segundo Volante role. Tackling, yeah, ignore the tackling. Everything else is fine. And then it's going to be Podany on the other side, a 31-year-old Czech with 43 caps. Again, more of a defensive player, so this is the more defensive Segundo Volante. This is the one who can't go forward, so hopefully they can, sort of bounce off each other, those two, and do quite well. Left side is going to be Romeo, Australian, believe it or not, 26-year-old Australian. Looks very good as an inside forward. Decent pace in passing, dribbling, first touch. Finishing lets him down just a little bit, but I'm sure we'll get past that. It's going to be Schilhart on the other side, a 31-year-old Czech. Again, another very, very good inside forward. And then it is going to be Geraldinho up top. He's a fantastic striker, particularly for 32-year-olds, formerly of FC Honka, one of our former rivals there. I want to know what his other Dominican Republic. That's his other nationality. But he's got 67 caps for Finland and 22 goals, and he's he's a decent striker. And we're straight on the attack. It's going to be Schihart with the corner. It's towards Riegel. Riegel's header has gone just over the bar. So we're a minute and a half into the game, and we've already had our first opportunity. We could get another one here as well, as the Opava goalkeeper goes long. Ade, the new signing on his debut, brings that down well. Finds Riegel. Now Kadric to Jabo, the Hungarian, to Schihart. Granheim, we've played that beautifully. Geraldinho. Romeo's in. Oh, what a goal that would have been. The one-touch passing between the players there was absolutely fantastic. That was brilliant. It's going to be Schihart to take the corner again. It's towards that near post. It's Days hit the crossbar on his debut. What a great start that would have been to his career here. Again, on the attack with Riegel, the two central defenders seeing a lot of the ball. Obviously looking to build from the back. It's Podany feeding a Romeo, driving down this left-hand side, using some of that pace he's got. Can he get the ball into the box? It's deflected up into the air towards Geraldinho. The goalkeeper's made an absolute hash of that, and that's an easy finish for Geraldinho there. To get his first goal of the season. Hopefully he's going to bag us a ton of goals this season, because he's got the ability to do it. I don't know what their goalkeeper was doing here. It's a deflected cross up in the air. That should be the goalkeeper's all day long. He doesn't even jump for the ball. And Geraldinho has just got to tap in, really, to give us the lead midway through the first half. As now Opava looking to get back into the game. But Geraldinho, again, he's done fantastically well. Pinches the ball. Has he got support in the middle? He comes back instead, looking to feed Podany, but it's cut out, and now Veit clears the ball. It should fall to our... Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle by Ade. I think he's going to be the signing of the season. He's certainly going to be our signing of the season, because it's the only one we've made. But we're doing really well to stifle Opava here and win the ball back. And now it's Granheim feeding it into Schilhart. Again, they've cleared it, but it's going to come straight back. Granheim again. Ball over the top towards Romeo's in for two. It's another good save by the Opava goalkeeper to deny Romeo. Maybe if his finishing was a little bit better, we could obviously find ourselves further ahead in this game. But Schilhart to take this corner towards Riegel again. It's headed clear. And now it's Knutson bringing the ball clear, but Granheim's done really well to win it back. Can he recycle the ball back into the box? Pulls it back for Podany, gets it across. It's a poor cross though, and that's the end of the highlight. But just look at the match stats, guys. We are absolutely dominating the game. We've had 70% of the ball. Opava, have they even been in our half yet? It's very encouraging for the season going forward. Into the second half now, and it's Schilhart with the corner again towards Riegel. I think the goalkeeper's made a great save there. To deny Riegel. Granheim does pick the ball up. It's going to end the highlight there though. But we're still knocking on the door. 22 shots now, 10 on target. Their goalkeeper, I was going to say he must be having a great game, but he's not. He's only on a 6.8, which but we're absolutely dominant in this game. It's now Schilhart, who's about to come off, by the way, because his rating's not the greatest. But Jabo on the right-hand side, looking to get the ball across. Now Granheim and Kadric with his mohawk finds Podany. Podany with the effort from range. Roman Podany gets his first goal of the season. The Segundo Volante there, who is the one who I think who could finish, wasn't he? Or was he the more defensive one? He was the more defensive one, but he's the one who's gone and stuck that ball away with a great finish from the edge of the area. We've done well to work the ball to him with Kadric, and on his left foot, great strike. just inside the post. Goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. And that's the end of the game, guys. It's gone pretty quickly. But I tell you what, if we can play like that for the rest of the season, then we'll be out of Czech Republic in a year's time. 29 shots in total to Opava's 4. They didn't hit the target once. Romeo on the left-hand side got the man of the match. Geraldinho got his goal, which is great. And, the midfield have chipped in as well. Defensively, very solid. So I think we can have a good season. So just confirmation after that first game of the season, guys. I know it's only one game, but we are at the top of the table. Hopefully that's where we're going to stay for the entire season. Sparta Prague have already dropped points. They did draw their opening game 0-0 away to Jablonec, which, hopefully that's a good start for us. We've already got 2 points on Sparta Prague, which is fantastic. And speaking of Sparta Prague, that is the next game. It is in 5 days' time, 6 days' time. So we're going to go away and we're going to come back and do the Sparta Prague game, and then we'll wrap the episode up. You can see Sparta Prague are slight favourites for the game, so it might be a little bit tougher for us. Alright guys, welcome back to the second game of the season. Prague derby against Sparta Prague. We are away from home. I'm going to stick with the same lineup from the first game. Of course, we did absolutely dominate the first game that we played. Alright, so it's going to be Almeida in goal. Jarbo, Riegel, Adey and Bekir as the back 4. Granheim, Kadric, Podany as the midfield 3, with Schielhart, Romeo and Geraldinho again as the striker. Hopefully we can pick up a decent result here against the favourites for the league. Let's not forget, in Sparta Prague. I keep getting confused about which one we are, Slavia or Sparta. Of course we're Slavia, aren't we? But Prague derby, our second game of the season. Our second game as the manager here against the best team in the country. Hopefully we can pick up that result. 19th minute, and it's the first highlight, and it's a Schielhart corner towards that near post again. Like we saw in the first game of the season, though, our heading from these corners has not been the greatest. It's been a very, very quiet game so far. There's not really been too many efforts. If we have an honest opinion on it, you can see we've had 3 shots to Sparta's none. We have turned the ball over there, and it's Romeo looking for Geraldinho over the top. This is the opportunity. Geraldinho, Mendy does well to get back onto his line and clear that one away for Sparta Prague. But we're on top. We're on top, 62% possession to Slavia's now 36. Of course, we're the only ones who've had any shots as well. It's just nothing meaningful has really happened. As now Sparta are coming forward. It's another wasteful ball, easy for Bekir. Riegel helps it out. Bekir's header wasn't the greatest. He had more time than I think he thought he did there. And now it's Mace. Granheim does well to get back and get it off the Sparta players, though. Now the ball's at the feet of Riegel again. Needs some support, though. He's been tackled by Lopez. Now it's Murat. With the effort from range, it's the goalkeeper, Almeida, there just stood and watched it harmlessly go over the bar. Again, apologies, guys. I'm still learning our team. I'm still learning the names of old players, so give me a chance. It normally takes me next episode, when we come back a third of the way through, I'll have our team nailed on. Almeida's dropped that there, but somehow we've managed to get away. The Sparta player is running away from the ball, and Schielhart has managed to get there first. He's gone all the way back, though, and that's the end of the highlight. Bit of dodgy goalkeeping there from the 37-year-old Portuguese in goal for Slavia. So with an hour on the clock, we've had 1 shot on target in the entire game, and that has come courtesy of Geraldinho in that first half. Geraldinho is not having the best of games, though. We're going to have a little explore of our bench and see who we've got as an option to play up top instead of Geraldinho. We've got a couple. I don't know who's who, so we're just going to pick one. We're going to go with Zelenka. I'll see what Zelenka can do. Schielhart's not had the best of games again, so we're going to get him off. We're going to bring Tony Awada on and make those 2 changes and see if we can actually hit the target. That would be a good start, wouldn't it? We've now had 2 on target. We've for the large part kept Sparta Prague relatively quiet, which is good. Like I said last game, I'd be quite happy with a draw this early in the season against Sparta, and just hope for them to drop points against other people. But into the final 5 minutes, it is still the 0-0. We've not really had anything telling towards the Sparta goal. This could be them pinching the game off us, though. Sparta to Mendy. Nay to Mendy. Back to Mendy again. Into Nguele. Now, Tran Wasteful ball though. Beck pulls it down. Let's go up the other end, guys, and bag a winner. A day to Beck Now Podany into the middle. Romeo, star man from the last game. What can he conjure up? Finds Awada. Back to Romeo. This is the opportunity. It's crept in. Len Romeo with his first goal of the season. It's crept in underneath the goalkeeper. And in the 91st minute, I think we've got what we've deserved, really. We have got what we deserved. It's great play by Romeo initially. Finds Awada. What a little ball this is over the top, back for Romeo. The deflection off the defender, I think, is what's took it past the goalkeeper. And like I say, with into stoppage time at the end of the game, we've won the game. That's a great result. I wouldn't even say it was a smash and grab because we were the better team throughout the game. But that's a fantastic win for us there. So, guys, confirmation that after that nice little win against Sparta Prague there, that we are now top of the table again. We're actually 2 points clear. Last season's champions, Mlada Boleslav, have already dropped points this season. They are our next opponents as well, so we could move further ahead of them if we do pick up a win. But that's been a fantastic start to life here in the Czech Republic, or Czechia. Brilliant Prague. We came for a stag do. We took a job and we're top of the league, which you can't say much more than that. I'm going to come back a third of the way through the season. Yeah, probably a third of the way through the season. It's quite in total, if we get into the championship group, it's 35 games here in Czechia. So yeah, we'll come back a third of the way through the season and we'll take on our next opponent. But guys, that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for scaring you with full screen Dean. It's not a pretty sight. I know it's not. I'm learning new things editing while I'm going, But yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me though, guys, and the subscribe button as well. It really does help me out massively. And I'll see you all in the next episode. So cheers, guys. Catch you later.